Don't. Do you have to stand there? Sit there normal. Today's guest is a influencer. He's a Ray. Do you sell on eBay?
Yes.
Yes. He sells on eBay. He sells on whatnot. He has his own podcast. This Week in Podcasting. Wait, This Week in Reselling.
Reselling.
Yeah, I've got this. Let me do this. You just sit
I'm
there
sorry.
and you got those things. He may or may not have written a book. I have Ray, the Nashville Flippers. Hey Ray, how's it going?
Hey Dan,
How's it
thank you
going?
for having me.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me on the Seed Open
Oh,
podcast.
you thought you were
Dan.
gonna call it open seed or something. It doesn't.
You get a haircut, Dan?
I did. I got a haircut.
The
just
dome's
today.
looking real sparkly right now.
Just did it today, and these are my going out glasses today.
Ooh, where are we going?
I was doing this, so this is. I used to have when I worked outside of the home. I used to have glasses that I wore specifically for work. So I would come home and I would take them off, and that's how I have sleeping glasses. I have going to the store glasses, and these are. I just actually got these. I think last year. Yeah, last year right before when I was going down to the 127 sale in Kentucky.
Did you get them just for that, or you're like, I need a new pair of glasses to?
Yeah, I was going to meet a bunch of reselling buddies. I'm like, you know what? I probably need a new pair of glasses because my other glasses are all crazy.
Let me ask you this question: like, when you get a new pair of glasses, do your old glasses become like the sleeping glasses? Like, is it like a new pair of like shoes? Like when you cut the grass in, like every year.
When I first
they get downgraded.
They would have, like when I was younger, yes, but that's because glasses are. I mean, you just okay. I guess I'm going to.
I wear glasses, Dan. So I'm in the.
No. But I was gonna kind of stereotype you. You seem like you probably have like a pair of like Gucci glasses on or something. Like they're high.
I have.
Like they're.
I have the cheapest. No, I have the cheapest pair of glasses.
Really? See, I stereotype
because my head is so big that I it's only this set and my optometrist, or like the wired set, like the not the plastic but like the like the other, like the metal glasses.
Yes.
So those are my only two choices. Like I get two choices. I get the plastic frames, the black plastic frames, which they need cleaning. And they're brandless. They don't even have a brand.
Do you buy them online or you buy them from the doctor?
No, at the optometrist or whatever. Okay. I only have two choices. The other ones they're too big. They're too small. They like press on my head, or they're not long enough right here.
Okay.
Do you know what size fitted hat you wear, Dan?
I don't. I was just gonna ask you do you wear a fitted hat?
I do. But I was going to ask you how big your head is. Mine is a 7 3/4. That's how big. That's the size. There's two more sizes, and then it gets into an 8. Like there's one more size, and then it's an 8.
Really?
Yeah. There's 7 5/8, and then the next 8
so
are humongous.
So when you need a haircut, you have to wear an 8.
When I do, what do you mean? No,
like
my hair gets smaller.
Your head gets bigger when
I need a haircut. Growing.
Yeah, like this morning, I mean, my hair is starting to thin out. I could tell, like, pretty bad.
Who are you telling?
I'm getting older. So, like,
yeah, that hairline's it's back there. You got like Stevie Wonder hairline back there.
I know, man. I'm telling you, it's. I'm stressed out from being a reseller.
That's life, Dan.
Huh? You think it? I'm so stressed out all the time. Like I'm a stressful person to begin with. Like, doesn't matter what I'm doing.
What stresses you out in life, Dan? What's the number one thing? Finances?
Yeah, but okay, yeah. I'm always worried about money. I don't know at what point, and whenever I talk about this too, it's like I'm.
Is that a Pikachu Squishmallow behind you?
No, it's a like a biscuit. It's a.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted.
Well, I was opening up my heart to you.
Yeah,
not really, but
sorry.
No, it's just, whenever I talk about it, it kind of. I don't want to. It comes off as like I am poor. I am poor, but it's like I'm like so close to going getting a job. Which is funny enough. I almost inquired about a job yesterday, not because I like had to do it, but it sounded interesting to me. But I mean, not really. I mean, kind of. So I've
What
been.
was the job? Do you care to say?
Well, yeah. I can kind of tell. So when the last time I was on your podcast, I kind of talked about I was like selling. I started dabbling and selling in cards, which someone in your comment section was not happy with me when I was on your channel
What
the
will they
last time.
say?
There was a comment that I saw like a week later. I went there to go leave a comment, and then I saw this comment. It was like the guy called me like a moron and something because I had been complaining about. Was telling you a story about how I was waiting for my cards to come and they weren't coming, and I didn't know. Like I ended up leaving like a negative feedback, I think. Whereas I didn't know if I should open a case, and I had waited and waited and waited, and this guy and I was like, I thought I was being very fair with the person. This guy was very offended that I would even like. He was telling me I was. That's what I was. I was what was wrong with people in the card game. Like it was crazy.
What? And on ours?
Yeah, the episode I was on
The
yours.
After Dark episode or the regular episode? Do
Honestly,
you
I don't
remember?
remember. I don't remember.
Okay.
But and then he said that like, and he blamed you and like
Blame
he said
me.
there were three of you for letting me on or something. But there was like five of us, so it was really weird. So I don't remember how I'm telling you that. Oh, anyway, because I was talking about cards. So I've been dabbling in cards, and I went to the card shop yesterday. And the last time I was at this card shop, the guy that works there, well, not that works there, a guy came in and he was picking up an order from Whatnot. They had done a break on Whatnot, and if
Mhm.
so, just in case someone's listening that doesn't know what a break is, it's like well, you could do a box, a case. There's all kinds of different ways, but you buy in. Everybody pulls their money together, and then you get a certain team, or there's different ways to do it. But they open up these cards, and you get something from. Well, hopefully, you get something from the cards. So I
I
asked
don't
him.
see that comment on any of one of the episodes, Dan.
I'll have to.
There was this one guy that said uh last week was 45 minutes of movie reviews and this week was a concert reviews and Ray-Bans with 5 resellers on Reselling podcast. It took 35 minutes to get the reselling content.
Oh, so if someone wants to, so okay, let me do a disclaimer. This is a podcast that I haven't figured out totally what it's about. I know at one point I talked about, it's going to be about me. Like you guys are going to have to sit here and listen to me.
It's just about it's just a couple of friends that we're
talking.
getting together having a conversation, and what brought us together was reselling junk on the internet.
Oh yeah, that's a good way.
That's our common. These are just people that you meet throughout, the hobbies and stuff like that. Which I don't. Why would you like? There's so many people out there that are like, I don't know. They just want so much free stuff, and they don't want to like do it for themselves. I don't know.
Are you talking
Like,
about someone
when
that?
you listen to how many educational reselling podcasts do you listen to, Dan?
I'm going to tell you none.
Why?
I watch so when I learn, like when I'm everything I like. I like to listen to the podcasts that are just something I have on in the background to listen to.
Uh-huh.
Like so, I mean, none of the I mean, I don't. I listen to yours. I didn't listen yesterday. I'll tell you that right off the
Did you
bat.
listen to the one I sent you today?
No, but I told you,
Dude, you need to
I
listen
told
to
you
that one.
I will.
This is
But
this is
I
the
didn't have
reason
time.
why I'm telling you to listen. So this is my friend Jesse that just started a podcast. It's called the Hobby Nonsense Podcast. He does
Mhm.
cards. Him and his relative, they have like one of the biggest sports card podcasts. It's called Sports, or what is it? The Sports Nonsense Podcast.
Okay.
They do it full time for the Ringer. Like they pay them to do it.
Oh wow.
And so you need to listen to it. It's really good. But yeah. But he started doing one just on non-sports. And so
Okay.
I'm like his Pokemon guy.
So you're on
you
there
know
all
what
the
I mean?
time?
I've been on there twice.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And he lives here in my town.
And
So
you're
we
in
do it in
Nashville.
person.
You are in
Mhm.
Nashville, right?
I'm not in the city. I'm in a borough of Nashville.
How far are you from Nashville?
15 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's Nashville. That's Nashville to me.
Yeah.
That's
But I
Nashville.
don't like live downtown. You know what I mean?
It's probably expensive, right? Do you ever go downtown? Do
All the time.
you ever see
Like my
Theo
wife
Vaughn down there?
works. My wife works like on East, which is like East part of town,
Oh.
which is the hippie, like regentrification of the city kind of part. You know what I mean? Like where all the
Yeah.
cool kids hang out.
Now, is that where the country? Do you listen to country music?
I do listen to country music.
Who's your favorite country artist?
I I mean, right now it's a lot of like hip hop country. You know what I mean? I don't think like country is country
Like
right now.
Shabuzi?
Shabuzi's up there. I love that song though. The Everybody in the Bar Getting Tipsy. I do love that song.
Have you heard the new one? Well, have you heard Good News?
With Shabuzi?
Yes, that's a new.
Is it out? Has it been out or is it like new?
I think it might. I don't know if it's been out or
I bet I've heard it.
because I listened to. I think it was on Pat McAfee. I'm a big Pat McAfee guy. Listening to him, and I think they were commenting because Shabuzi was everywhere doing that song, and they're like, I'm so sick of this. Like they're saying as Shabuzi, like I'm tired of playing this song. Have you heard my new song? Good News, and it's such a good song. I wish we could play it here on the. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Are you looking it up right now?
I'm listening to it.
It's good, right? You guys, if you're listening to this on Spotify or any of
I do like
audio.
Shabuzi.
He is good.
I like the bar song. I mean, I'm saying like modern country music is more like, it's not like.
It's not country.
I really like Sturgill Simpson. I don't know if you know who that is.
Is that like old school?
No, he's newer.
Oh, really?
He does. Oh. Yeah. So check out Sturgill Simpson. He did this rock album. It's super crazy. He did this whole, like on Netflix, he did this whole video, and it's like anime video of all his songs. It's like an hour and 30 minutes long to go with the music, kind of like Michael Jackson-esque. Yeah, cool. Dude, this is how crazy Sturgill Simpson is. So he won Best Country Album at the Grammys. I can't remember how long ago. It's been a minute. But he wasn't nominated for any CMA awards when it was here in Nashville. And the same year he won Best Country Album at the Grammys. So what he did is he stood outside the Bridgestone Arena where the CMA awards were held with his guitar case open, his Grammy in the guitar case outside playing his guitar during the show, while the show was going.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Sturgill's like he's like an old school, like outlaw kind of. You would like him, Dan.
Okay, I'll have to look.
But I mean,
I might have heard a song, maybe. I don't know. I listened to a lot of early 2000 country. That's what I'm kind of. And I'll listen to some. I mean, I'll listen to some newer stuff now. But I kind of, I don't. January, I didn't really drive out very much. I didn't go around very often. And then a lot of times I'll listen to sports radio or I'll listen. So I'm not listening to music. So when I do listen to music, it's been limited lately. But I will put on like YouTube. I'll play songs, but I play like the same ones over and over.
The same ones. Yeah, it's hard to get out of the.
Yeah,
like Luke Combs is good.
I love
Luke Combs. I'm a big Morgan Wallen fella. I love a good Morgan Wallen, a little bit of whiskey.
Have you ever thrown a chair off of a roof?
No, but yeah. I'm trying to think of who else I really like. I mean, I'm a big Casey Musgraves fan. I don't know if you listen to her.
Yes,
we went to
go, but I know her. I mean, I don't know her personally. Well, if she's listening to this, what's up, Casey?
Hey, come on, Casey. But my wife and I, we went to Asheville to go see her. Asheville, North Carolina. And then we've seen her like several times. But we usually, when we go to places, we like center it out around like a concert. And so like we'll go there and like watch the people play and kind of do that kind of thing. Like we went to Indianapolis to see Maren Morris one time. I like her. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
all right.
Yeah. So yeah, country music, cool. Man. I like all kinds of music, Dan.
I was curious. Yeah, I did. Well, you're in Nashville, so like, cause like I know that would be. I mean, I'd be hanging out on Broadway. I think all the time. Is that what it's called, Broadway? Right?
No one ever does. The thing about Nashville that I think is a big misconception is that Broadway is like the touristy part of town, but the everyone that's here. Like, I go to church a lot, and then like a lot of my friends, they're all like musicians. They're either like songwriters or they go on tour or whatever. and they'll be writing songs, and they'll work for companies that all they do is their job is to write songs.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And so, like, a lot of the people here, that's what they do. They're either producers or they're audio engineers, or do stuff something within the music industry.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, okay. So back.
What were we talking about before? Yeah, you being scared of your finances.
Yeah, my finances. But I was at the card shop and I was asking them
looking for
about
a new job.
Well, I almost said something about it. So anyway, I'm in the card shop. I'm asking the guy about their like Whatnot stream to get into a break. I don't buy into breaks very often, but they're
breaks
nice.
Confuse me. I don't understand how they work. I'm sure if somebody sat down and told me,
their money suck. Like it's when I first got into like cards again, I got out of them a long time ago, and then a buddy brought me in. But I got brought in when I was working at the casino. So a lot of my friends from the casino. So I spent a lot of time just kind of in my house. Most of my friends, a few of them might listen to this, but they're gamblers. Like all they do is gamble. Our interest is gambling together. So when you get together, like they want to play cards, they want to go this, or they want to
They want to gamble. They want to spend money.
I don't have funds to do that. Like I can't do that. Which
it's probably not a healthy thing.
They're not. I'm making it sound like they're degenerates too. And to be fair, when I worked with them, a lot of the times they would have to drag me out of the house to go do something. I wouldn't want to do it, but we had like a every not officially monthly like card game. We'd go do cards, and I did that 2 years ago now, I think. And it was one of the scariest nights of my life because I showed up with like $100 that I didn't want to lose my $100 because I was like, I need that. I'm saying this and I'm making it sound like I'm like if I lost $100, I was gonna I will die. Of the world. But okay, so today we're recording. It's March Madness just started, NCAA tournament. So I
have no idea who I could care less.
You don't care at all. So I
like watching it, and back in the day, I was like a really big March Madness guy and like sports guy, but I just don't care about it I don't care about sports as much as I used to when I was younger. The only thing I like the Titans, of course, and dude, it's just I don't know. I just love professional wrestling right now, and then it's so good, and it's like this is what I would rather be watching.
That sounds fun.
It's so good right now, Dan. Like if you haven't watched it, it's so.
I watched Elimination Chamber, and then I watched the day after I watched Raw, and then
you need to watch last week's Raw. They were in Belgium.
Okay.
Dude, and John Cena did his first heel promo.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll probably.
You need to watch. It's on
I'm
Netflix.
Trying to keep up to get to because
do you have Netflix?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, then you're good.
I had Netflix when I was working at Blockbuster Video. We used to get these magazines. It was all like stuff going on in the movie industry business, and I saw Netflix. I'm like, what's this? So I got on the internet and I subscribed to their DVD service while I was working at Blockbuster because I worked for a franchise of Blockbuster. We didn't have very many DVDs. So I can get this movie on DVD. So I was single-handedly putting out not on my own, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt guilty the whole time. I didn't tell my boss I was doing it. I felt really bad. But all right, so back to
do you have any Blockbuster stuff from when you worked there? A sign or right
out in my hallway.
Cool like that?
Right out in my hallway, I have a John Belushi, the big. I have a picture. Actually, randomly, I have a picture on my phone. When they remodeled, so most people, if you're around when Blockbuster came out, you remember the old school Blockbuster with the white shelving, and then they revamped and they were doing more exciting stuff, and they put up movie heads of different movie stars. And I just was when I left. So when I worked there, I was a store manager. All right, you guys can't see this if you're listening on audio, but anyone watching can.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
you have that
right in my hallway.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah. So they had different actors. They had Julia Roberts,
Yeah.
Harrison
Yeah. Yeah.
Ford,
Yeah.
like just I mean a bunch of them, and I don't know how many they. So in the store they put them up, and then when I was working there, we had our obvious. I worked there towards the end where it started to end, like Blockbusters are ending, so we started closing stores.
Did you feel like, did you know, was there like a vibe in the air? The reason why I ask is because my wife used to work retail for a little girl's clothing store called Justice. It used
Oh,
to
I
be like
remember that.
limited to and then Justice. So the summer before they were gonna close,
Mm-hmm.
like she told me one day, she's like, Ray, I don't know what's going on, but we're not getting any denim in because back to school's fixing to start, and that's our number one seller is jeans. And then like literally like the next week she was like they sent a memo and said this store will be closing on this date. Everything is for sale. The racks, the shelves, the TV, like everything
That's
in
what
there
they
was
did.
for sale.
That's what we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, they started. I mean, you kind of got the sense. Yeah, you saw numbers were my store. So I got promoted to be a store manager, and
Oh
my store
wow.
was one of the first closed down. So they closed
My
my
dog's
store.
in between my legs.
Uh, really?
Maybe you want to say hi?
It's Mateo, right? I haven't
Yeah.
seen him in a
We
while.
call him Tater.
Tater, he's so awesome. And so I was working. They closed my store, and then I started. I didn't really have a store to be at, so I ended up started going to stores and closing them. Like that was
Oh
I, I
wow.
was
That's
doing that,
crazy.
and we were like, so. But when we were taking stuff down, they're like, you can have whatever you wanted, and like I was like, I want John Belushi. Like out of all I was a huge comedian fan, so I was like, out of all the Animal House is one of my favorite movies.
Mhm.
So I was like, I have to have that. They tried to ask me if I wanted those. They used to have a giant ticket that said Blockbuster. I'm like, oh, I have nothing to do. I can't do anything with that. So I wish I'd taken anything I could find because you can sell some of that stuff. Is actually worth selling. Like I found over the course of the last few since I started reselling, I found 2 or 3 polos, like the uniform polos, and I
Yeah.
sold those for $50. I know and they're the newer ones where they're all blue. If you can find them, I haven't comped them in a long time. So we're 22 minutes in, and I'm talking reselling. So whoever
Hey, so whoever that guy is. Which
yeah,
did you take any of like because there's a lot of like Blockbuster exclusive video games that came out. I know there was
no,
like an
I wish
NES
I'd bought
game.
them. We did
There was
buy
like
one
some
get one.
Flintstone NES game. I don't know if it was a Blockbuster exclusive, but it was called like Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. Let me look it up.
So I was never into. I wasn't into reselling. I didn't. I wish I had been.
Yeah, right.
I didn't think about
$2,300.
really.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, people would. We did like buy one get one free, buy two get 3 free, like stuff like that. And people would come in and they're probably crushing it. Places
Crushing it.
crushing it. Yeah, and I never would have thought about it. I wish I had. I would have been. I mean, that would have been. I would have cleaned up. Like
Because
I
at
would
that time, you probably like Blu-rays were just coming out too,
no.
right?
I quit. I don't even know if we had Blu-rays when I worked there.
Okay.
I left in 08. I don't when the Blu-ray
Oh wait,
started.
no, because I'm thinking like the PS3 was the one with the Blu-ray, and I don't know when that came out.
I'm trying to think if we had PS3. We might have had just started getting PS3.
Yeah, yeah.
But we had like when I was all those Nintendo 64 games. Those are all just getting. People are just just. And I worked at
That
a
Clay
store.
Fighter game that was a block was that Clay
I mean,
Fighter
I don't know video games, so I wouldn't even.
66 and a third. Let me see.
Interested in video game. I mean, I wouldn't have. Like I played sports games, so I would have been happy if I would have found like Madden 2007 with I think that's the one with Michael Vick on it. So I would have went 2008.
Dude, I played the crap out of that game in high school.
Really?
Oh my dude. Okay, so we played so like they used to have these Madden tournaments like by EA. They used to go like to town. Now they do it online. So you have like literally like the Madden bus like pull up, and they used to do it. So they did it at the mall here in Nashville, and I was like the 8th person left out of like tons of people. Like I would say there was probably like 5,000 people there playing, and I was like the 8th person left.
Really?
And I got beat, and I got devoured. I got obliterated.
There's
Because
probably
at that point,
no chance you're gonna know this person. Is there any chance you remember playing against a guy named D-Train?
no, he wasn't D-Train. I know D-Train.
There might be more than one D-Train. D-Train from Detroit.
I mean, he wasn't there because it was like a Nashville.
He was like a huge Madden player.
I get that, and I know who you're talking about, but I'm saying like,
seriously, really?
yes. So listen, so like the one person that won got invited to Hawaii. So like out of those 5,000 people, you know, but I got to like by the end of by that point, it's not like how good you were at the game, it's how you could take advantage of all like the glitches and things in the game. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
Madden.
like
I played for the entertainment.
I haven't played in a long time. At that point in my life, when I was a teenager in high school, I mean that was my job, is to play I played Madden like it was my job.
Okay.
And so, yeah,
all right.
Dude, at that point, get this. So we were so good at Madden. After the next year, it was my senior year in high school. Then after Michael Vick, I can't remember. Was it Ray Lewis? The Ray Lewis year?
I feel like that could be it.
Yeah. So, Logan's. I don't know if you have a Logan's restaurant in your area. It's kind of like a Texas Roadhouse. So they had this competition, the 2-minute on the clock competition, for tickets to go see a Titans game. And we did this. Me and my friends would go to all these different Logans. It was like a radio contest, right? On the radio. Yeah. So you would go to all these different Logans, and they would have this contest is see who would score the most touchdowns in 2 minutes. And what we did is we made we found a playbook that you would the receiver would out of an audible come into the tight end position. And so we would pick like the Philadelphia Eagles, which would have T.O., or the Vikings, which would have like Randy Moss. Oh, and we would score like every time. And we would get free tickets to go to the Titans games every week. So that week we were like season ticket holders, basically. My God. And it was a good year. That year was a good year when we went to get all those tickets.
So I guess the answer is, I was going to ask you if you ever been to a Titans game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
They were giving the tickets away this year, man.
Or did you go to a game this year?
No.
Really? Oh, okay.
Why would me? Why would I?
Because you're a Titans fan, right?
Dude, yeah, but it's like you get there and everything's so expensive and they suck. It's like,
I agree. Some people don't. I like personally. I don't know if I would go to a sporting event anymore. Like I like to just watch the games on my TV. It's
on your TV,
much more peaceful. But if I want to use the restroom,
if they were good, I would go. Dude, have you ever been to a WWE event live?
Yes, I went to a what do you call it? Like a not taped,
like
show.
A house show.
House show, that's what it is. Yeah. Yes, I was so excited. I went during the Attitude Era.
Whoa, that's awesome.
I went up to well, I didn't. Well, I mean, I went. I took my girlfriend at the time. My stepdad and mother drove me because it was up at Rosemont Horizon, or is that what it is? Rosemont. Yeah, Rosemont Horizon, up in Chicago, and I wasn't allowed to drive that far. Yeah, I don't think my car would have made it that far anyway.
How old were you?
Probably 17 or 18.
Oh man, prime years.
To go like so. I went. I was so excited.
Blonde spiky tips?
No, I never spiked my hair up.
Okay.
I dyed it blonde.
Okay.
It had
Limp Bizkit style.
Yeah. LA, and then LA looks because I have like colic. I have bad colic.
What is colic?
It's like your hair. Like if I didn't cut my hair today, you'd see it. Like I always have like my hair sticks up right there, so I would
a cowlick?
Cowlick, is that what it's called? I never say the right word when I said it.
Cowlick. Cowlick. Like a cow licking, like a cow lick.
Is that what it's called?
Like, yes, colic is like the thing that like babies get where they like cough and stuff, right?
Oh, I might cough. I don't know. You don't say the hair thing. Whatever one that is.
Like a cowlick. It's a cowlick, right?
Also, maybe, I don't know. Whatever I say, I don't say it right ever.
Let us know, chat. Cowlick hair. Like a cow, moo, and then you You're licking.
That's what it's called? Ugh.
Yes.
Ugh. Well, mine's really bad. I have like 2. I think I have one up here too. I think it receded.
Yeah, I have one. I have one right like in the front of
This
my
is
head.
really bad, man. Look how far this. My head's gonna go bald like this. I'm gonna have like a bald. Like, I'm gonna start.
I told you have the Stevie Wonder hairline.
I can wear a hat. Where's my hat? I got a hat from. I got sent this like a month ago from Dan, Big Thrift Philly. So I'm gonna put my hat on. Big Thrift Philly, shout out.
You look like a little kid with that hat on. You look like a toddler going to the
This is the hat
going to the zoo.
Wait, does it adjust? My head's too big.
Dude, listen. This is how big my head is. It's like I have to have a big hat. It's usually on one snap.
Wait, is that a Titleist hat?
No, it's not.
What did it say? Are you allowed to say?
Yeah, look.
Oh, Nashville Flippers. Oh, okay. Nice, sweet. Wait, Music City. Okay. All right. Have you been to Grand Ole Opry?
Yes, Dan. Yeah.
All right. That's sweet. If people
when are you
listening...
coming to Nashville?
Oh,
you don't even have to come during the meetup. You just come. Just come. I'll show you a good time.
Well, that's a good segue. Well, so just to warn people right now that I'm going to, I'm figuring out like, oh, what's this episode going to be about? I guess it's going to be about the job I was almost going to get. So they're 30 minutes in now.
Do we know what job it was? Like,
no,
what was it?
Well, that's the thing is that we're by the end of the episode, you're going to know what I'm going to talk about.
Ooh, it's like a cliffhanger.
Well, kind of, because we're just having a conversation.
Like alluding to it.
Because everything else that we're talking about is way more impressive and more interesting than the job that I was almost going to ask about. Because
my friend Joe, my co-host on the This Week on Reselling.
You're Joe.
My Joe, he was saying that there was a job posting in his area to be a whatnot breaker for a card company, and I was like, man.
Oh, we'll just get it. That's so okay. That's what I was in there. I asked him about whatnot. We'll just we'll just get it over with instead of the spoiler. And the guy said when I asked about the not breaking, I asked him about like their whatnot.
So we're back at the card because we're jumping all over the place, and I'm sorry. Yeah, guys.
Yeah, but because it kind of well, now it goes to that. So anyway. The guy, I asked him about their whatnot streams, and he goes, "Oh, we haven't been on there very often because I couldn't find him when I was looking him up. He was like, we haven't been on there very often. We've been short-staffed." And the day before, had I was about ready to just throw my phone out the window doing a whatnot stream. I'm like, I'm so done with this stupid site. And
you or the card show?
No, me. So then I was like, oh, let me just ask him, what is this? Like, what does it pay? Like, I like cards. I like to break cards. I'll do live selling. They can just
you can still do this.
I can still do my stuff. So I was like, curious of what it pays. But then it's like, then I'm gonna be. All of a sudden, I'm gonna be like working at the card shop, and I'm gonna be doing this. Next thing you know, I'm not gonna be reseller Dan. I'm going to be reseller card room manager.
Here's the thing. How much does it pay?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
You didn't ask?
I didn't ask because I was like, that's what I was saying. I almost asked. Just out of curiosity.
Here's the thing. You need to ask. This is the reason why. Dan, so let's say you take the job. Let's say it's $25 an hour.
I know. That would be awesome, right?
Let's say you work part-time, 20 hours a week, and then you can still do reselling.
Yes.
Imagine everything you're going to learn in the process because you like selling cards anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So all the cards that it's like, okay, this card is selling. I need to take. So you're learning and it's not costing you anything to learn. So if you don't like it and you end up quitting, now you have all this extra knowledge that you can do it on your own on whatnot. But before, if you work for this company, you're not losing any money. You're gaining everything.
I don't have to spend any money.
You don't have to spend any money. You're making money, and then you're getting knowledge of things that you like. And then if you want to, and you'll probably get discounts so you can do your whatnots for the cards. Because I've seen your car auctions, Dan, and you're selling cards that a lot of people probably don't want. So I
Oh,
think that's the reason.
have you been listening to this podcast? It's okay if you say no.
I've listened to most of them. I
Okay.
didn't listen to the one with Joe last week.
Okay. I had Joe and Mike on.
Yes.
Yeah. So for one, right now, in case Kevin the Commonwealth Picker's listening to, I've taken my talents of card selling over to dibditcards.com.
Okay. Yes.
And
Okay.
was like, my biggest problem.
A lot of
Is that
controversy right now over at Dibdit.
there's no controversy over
A
there.
lot of controversy
I'll
going
take
over
it.
there.
Have you? Oh, I was curious if you've been keeping. I was like, oh, maybe I need a segment on here about like all the news going on in the reseller industry or the world.
You know what's
reseller world.
crazy? You saw that our guest, we had Shane on as a guest.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet.
The same week that was going on, but we scheduled him like 3 weeks before.
And
So
it
it just
recorded.
like happened to happen. And so like our other podcast, the After Dark episode, we really get into that. But
Wait,
I'm on the boat with I can see both sides of the story. I can see why Shane doesn't want to be in anymore, but I can also see I would be pissed if he did that on my platform, to be perfectly honest.
And I will tell you, like, you have to do. I understand doing whatever you want to do. I think if you are doing your own marketplace, if you have access to being on a big platform like Dibdit is right now,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're, I don't know, I don't think it would consider you as a sellout if you just just abided by
that
their
needed to be
guidelines.
that was going to happen no like at some point, right?
Right.
I think that was going to happen at some point. So it's good that it happened now. So like whatever, like it needed to be nipped in the butt no matter who it was. Like
Right.
if I jumped on there, dude, if I was on there and I had my own marketplace, you better believe that I would be pimping my own marketplace.
So I was listening.
That would be in my best interest to do so.
But you can the thing is on District is that you can pimp out your own marketplace by just having people follow you. You don't have to have them.
I get
and then when they come because you're on your marketplace,
yes,
then you're
I
like,
agree.
This is my marketplace. Welcome to the Nashville Slippers. And then
I
it's
agree.
just like it's not. It's just you don't have to.
I agree, but knowing the person that I am I'm seeing like the long picture tail end thing. That's the only reason why I'm not on District, because I feel like because after a while there's not going to be anywhere to grow. It only grows as much as I think there's like a cap. That's my opinion. So like if I were to do the work, I'm doing the work on Whatnot, where it's like $1 billion corporation that spends millions of dollars each and every year and advertising and making the platform bigger and better. Or if I were to be on District, I would have my own marketplace because I'm going to be reaping the benefits of doing that.
And while you did that, you would attach to like a bigger marketplace that you're just involved with. Then people,
correct. Yeah.
I understand.
But it's hard for me, and nothing against. I'm not blasting anybody because Kevin's my friend. It's hard for me to do something knowing that I could do it myself.
It looks like a lot of work.
Okay, do the work.
But you
can reap the benefits, Dan. That's where this needs to go, because everything you're doing, and you stress about money, is I bet that you're not doing the work to make as much money as you can.
I'm not.
I don't know that for sure. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not criticizing you in any way. Like, how much hours of TV do you watch a day that you could be doing something different?
I mean, I'm doing my listings and stuff. I will tell you where I waste my time. It's doing live selling is where I waste a lot of my time. But
you're not you're doing better on the District platform though, right?
Yes, because I have their support. Like, I mean, the amount of support that the guys from Trash to Cash and like the all those guys on the Dibdit cards with Tim over the years and Rod.
Yeah.
I mean, they the amount of support from them is great, and I had great support on Whatnot. Like Jen's multiverse, Paul. Like, I mean, I
And they're
got tons of
those
support.
people are supporting you just because they're your friends. And I'm not saying that they're not, the other people aren't your friends, because I do believe that they are. But it's in their best interest to support you,
Right.
because they make, a cut
But
of whatever it is.
I'm like selling the stuff I want to sell, and the people supporting me are, that's what they sell. That's what they're selling to on there.
Yes.
When I'm over on Whatnot, that's my biggest struggle is that I never had a category I've never been in. A lot of my support is from Jen and Paul's followers.
Yeah.
Like, became my followers, and
I just feel like also, Dan, if you were to bring better stuff to Whatnot, it would sell better.
But what's better
would
stuff
do-
though?
Better stuff is things that people want to buy.
But I don't. What is it? Like, I watch a lot of Whatnot.
The first 3 months of me ever reselling, I found out real quick, just because I think it's cool doesn't mean that other people think it's cool. Or if I think it's cool, doesn't mean that it's going to sell on eBay or other platforms.
I honestly don't think I don't think a lot of my stuff, some's not great.
And then eBay stuff will not translate over to Whatnot stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I figured that out real quick.
I will tell, like, no, this isn't going to mean anything, like, but like, when I signed up on Whatnot, it was for clothes, to do like graphic tee shows and stuff like that. So it wasn't like but I'll like, all right, I'm going to go thrifting, and I would come home and I would put everything into a Whatnot show for that week, because I was trying to be consistent on Whatnot and do a show every week, have Carhartt and do, like, I mean, not, I guess I don't have the right Carhartt, but like a Carhartt t-shirt I can't sell for $2 on a Whatnot show. Like, I mean, that's great. It's great. Like, that's, I mean, what am I supposed to bring? And then you ask them what you want, and then, like, I don't really get like a response. I don't know what I'm supposed to bring. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to bring. I don't think, I mean, see, it sucks is because I don't think everything I have is garbage, but like, I know it's not everything is amazing.
I don't think everything you have is garbage either.
I don't think I have a lot of...
I think that it's different over there. For instance, for example, like for me, the stuff that we sell and Whatnot is like drying up. Like all these Amazon bins that we used to source from, it's drying up. So I'm going to have to make a strategic pivot of what we're selling, and we're probably going to go towards the more of the clothing route and buying bales of graphic t-shirts off of websites. And so like 100-pound bales, whatever it costs, hopefully we can get it down to whatever, like $100, $500 for a 100-pound bale, and then go from there and see if that works.
But so you're not going to know what's in there. It's just be like a mystery bale.
Yeah. But the excitement of it is that we can open the bale live on Whatnot and just start selling t-shirts.
What happens if it's all just garbage? It's all...
Yeah. That's a chance that we're willing to take. I mean, at least for, I mean, it's the cost of doing business. And really, I would love to sell Pokemon cards on Whatnot all day long.
You should sell Pokemon cards over at Dibdit Cards.
Can you sell Pokemon cards on Dibdit Cards?
Yeah.
Or is it just sports?
Oh, there's I wish I knew more about non-sports. There's Star Wars. There's Pokemon people, Yu-Gi-Oh. What are the other?
So when you sell cards
Marvel?
on Dibdit Cards, like, what do you like? Give me an example. Are you selling like one at a time, or like
I've tried everything. So we're going back to like, so when I got to doing the cards, I just I've learned that I was buying stuff that people didn't want. So I've learned that, like, I have learned that, right?
For the cards.
Yeah, 100%. At the time, I thought this is what and I've learned, and I've been getting better. I've been getting better at it. But then that's a new marketplace over there. They're just
baseball. What are you selling? Baseball?
Right now, yesterday I did a show with Keith, Vintage Sports Flip.
With Keith?
Yeah, we co-hosted.
Oh, that's cool.
Co-hosting's great over there. We can both run a show co-hosting, and you can sell something, I can sell something, and like your money goes to you, my money comes to me.
That's
You
what
can
they
have,
need to do. Yeah, that's really. I love that.
that's one of the best, and it takes off one of the big things about doing like a live show is the pressure, is the scariness of just
Mm,
being on the thing by yourself. But if I
yeah,
had like did a show and you were there with me, like it would be, and then I don't have to worry about, like, I don't have to mess with any of your customer service stuff. Like, you do you, I'll do
yeah.
me, as long as you're not going to be,
You ever open any of these? The new Chrome
gar-
Tops Garbage Pail Kids?
no.
These are nice.
I bet you could probably do those on Diptic. They don't do breaks on Diptic cards. This is a advertisement for dibdiccards.com.
And you should put it down there. You should tell everybody that you're on Dibdick Cards.
I should. I would love to have people go, and then I would love to have people go follow us over if they're in the cards. If you're in the cards, because I did have people that
Yeah.
on Whatnot. I started doing shows on Whatnot early in the morning, and I was having pretty good, like, doing okay with that, because
What's
there was
early in the morning?
5-6 o'clock in the morning, do a show. Got up early.
Those degenerates.
People want to stay up, and there's people who are up all night. They don't want to, or they have a show. They've built their follow. Like, so I was trying to do that. Like, I was just by listening to other people, like Jen, a lot of like, I mean, I was trying, and that's where I don't make what I want to make, because every time when I feel like there's some value in it, and this is probably the billionth time I've talked about it on some form of podcasting or something, is that I think there's something to live selling, and there's going to be people in the comment that disagree. And I will tell you, when I quit,
listen, you have the perfect personality for it.
and
you
everyone
just need
tells
to
me
find.
you
need to find your lane, even if it is on Dibdit, and you go over there, you learn, and then from there become successful. There.
Yeah,
I think you could do it. I think you could do it, no matter what.
That's what keeps me doing it, is that constantly. I was talking.
But you
got
gotta believe in yourself, Dan. You gotta believe in yourself.
I don't know. Like, it comes to finding all this, like, to consistently run shows with getting the inventory and stuff. I have to find my spot.
The inventory is hard, especially on live selling, because you know how quick. We just had a friend. We just had somebody. Her name is Jen. Also, I met her last year at the Nashville meetup. She just had her first ever Whatnot show today.
Oh, wow.
And she sold I don't even know what kind, just like flea market, like antique-y stuff, right? Dude, she had like 60 something people in there at all times. Wow. She's also a girl. She's also cute. She's also bubbly and country, so people like that kind of stuff. But I'm telling you, Dan, you have the perfect personality to do it. We just need to find that thing. I wouldn't stop if I were you.
No. Well,
it doesn't matter what platform it is. You need to just find your lane. You need to find where it sells at, what it is that you're selling. You're good to go.
Yeah. So that takes away from doing my eBay stuff. But, like, I constantly, when we get done, I have to do my I sell cards on eBay now. And I have a card shop on there. So I have to do my card listings after we get done. I did 7. I only did 7 for my
You list one card at a time?
No, I do the bulk lister on eBay. Have you tried that?
Nice.
I don't know.
I haven't tried it, but that's a new feature that they did. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I was watching a YouTube video, and because I have all these cards, and a lot of them they're worth $1 or something, and I was listing them one by one last year.
My God, that's not worth it.
I was talking to Joe, the Philly picker, and I was like, Joe, I can't do this. I'm like, even if I try to do 10 a night, I can't do this. This is so boring. It's so dumb to do this. And so I put them away. But anyway, yeah, I saw I watched a video, and they were doing the bulk editor, and it doesn't work perfect all the time. But the other day I did how many was it? 15. I did in 4 minutes, and that was done. I was done for the day.
Yeah.
So I was just done, and that was good. So I gotta do that tonight. I'm not gonna. Tonight is I have to comp some of them. I gotta know that I gotta do the comps on the cards, because I don't know all the
baseball, football.
Like a mixture of both.
You need to listen to that podcast, the Sports Nonsense podcast. They tell you everything that's coming out.
And the No Bangers podcast. You have to listen to that one too.
Who's in that?
That's Carrie, Rod, and Tim over the years. The Dibdit Cards people.
What are they what are they talking about on there?
That's what we were talking about. If I listen to What'd you ask me earlier? If I listen to like a not news, but like a informational, uh, that's probably pretty informational. That's all about sports cards or cards in general. Cards. They talk about cards. So I listen to them. But most of the other podcasts I listen to it's all
Entertainment base.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you learn stuff, but like if I want to like reselling stuff, is people I like to see what people do in their videos of what they're like selling and stuff, which I've been really bad on because I sell mostly if it's not cards. I mean, my main focus is men's clothing.
Clothes, right?
And I don't know.
You get them at the bins or at the thrift?
Mostly the thrift.
You need to go to the bins more, man.
Yeah,
get
I do.
Price
the bins,
of
I
goods
get
down.
shoes. The shoes at the bins.
Okay.
And I
Why
fill
don't
up
you
my
get clothing at the bins?
I'll look through them, but most of the time when I go to when I dig through all the shoes, by the time I'm done with the shoes, I like get kind of tired. I'm like, hey, you know what? I got a cart full of stuff. I got to get home and clean these shoes. I'll go look for
you
jeans
don't
and stuff.
You're
buy
wasting
clothes,
time cleaning those shoes. You need to just do the clothing.
Well, the shoes shoes get you good money.
Like what? $30 a pop?
Yeah, I just $25-$30. I sold a pair of shoes today for $25.
Is that your average? What's your average cost of? What's your sale per item on?
My average sale?
Yeah,
it's gonna be low because I've been really
selling those cards.
Well, because I have two different stores, but I did when we I remodeled, I didn't personally.
Yeah, the floors. We know about the floors, Dan.
So I was like taking stuff from here that was laying around. Had to figure out if I want to list it or not. So I was listing a lot of low dollar stuff, but let's figure out hopefully I'm not logged into my card shop, and then that'll mess me up. But I know it's going to be low. But have you ever
thought about like paying to be in like one of those groups, like a Tekken Sports or?
I was just watching Tekken Sports last week. I watched someone told I was listening to something and they said to watch Tekken Sports like video movie with Phoenix Resell, and I used to watch Caleb all the time, Phoenix Resell, and so I was like, oh, I'll go watch that. And by the end of the documentary, I'm gonna call it a documentary. It was pretty good. It was a very good video. I was like, maybe I should sign up for his thing, and like
will you be willing to do the work? Is the question.
I love doing work.
It sounds like you convincing yourself that you like doing work.
I work all the time.
I just think that you would be.
You think I'm lazy?
Something like, I don't think you're lazy. I just think that you would get a lot out of something like that, Dan. Then you would be rich, Dan. Gosh,
I don't need to be rich.
Come on now, 60-40 blend shirts. You'd be all
ASP,
poly.
My ASP is 2634 right now.
Hey, that's not too bad.
It's not great. I mean, it's not bad, but it was. I just I do not. How do I want to say this? I know I've got a long ways to go. I've been doing this like I've come up. What is today? The 20th. I think today might be like I might have been furloughed today, like 5 years ago, and then I got fired. So I've been on my own for 5 years. Just plugging away at this and doing it, and I've leaps and bounds to where I was at. I'm very happy.
That's good.
Like but I do. I mean, I don't want to.
I know I'm giving you a hard time, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
So don't think that I'm like blasting you. I just want you to succeed and do well because I know that you could do it. I want to see like wealthy Dan. I want to see Dan with employees.
I don't want employees.
Why
you hear
not?
My voice today? Did my voice come off like that? I don't want employees.
Batman, Dan.
That's what it sounded like.
Dan, why don't you want employees? Why would you not want somebody to do the work for you?
I like doing stuff. I like it. I like what I'm doing. I guess I have my way of how I want to do it, and I'm trying to figure out.
Don't you want freedom though?
I mean, I kind of have. This is freedom, right?
Dude,
other than the stress of figuring out what I'm doing.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm grinding. I'm grinding.
You're grinding, exactly.
Like, I mean, oh gosh, when I started, it was that's why I talked about this for one, if someone I can't imagine if someone was watching my videos they might be this far into it. I came out, was trying to do a video every week, and I've missed two now. This probably we
Oh, so
probably
you're
want to.
doing you
I did two
missed two
videos and now I've
weeks?
missed 2 weeks, huh?
Oh.
It's tough,
Well,
man. It's tough
here's the
because
thing. You need to focus on your reselling and
that's
just
what I'm
do that.
saying.
Like, yeah,
That's
you
what
need to do that.
exact. That's
Or just document as you go and don't make it like a thing. You know what I mean? Like, don't be like thinking about making the perfect video, because the perfect video, like,
it's just the
uh,
video. It's just it.
it's in the eye of the beholder. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, it's
yeah.
always not going to be great in your eyes.
Oh
And like,
yeah,
who
I hate every
cares
minute.
if it's like you're
I'm
not like
probably one of the
freaking
most in everyone else's eyes. I'm
Steven
probably one of
Spielberg,
the
Martin
most.
Scorsese.
I'm one of the most successful resellers in everyone else's eyes, but I just don't see it in myself.
Come
Right?
on, Dan.
No, I'm joking.
Dude, I see a Dan in Demand empire.
I don't need that. I just.
Yes, I'm telling you,
But
man.
I
You
don't think I'll ever be. I'll never be. I'll always be worrying. Oh God. Oh God. I
about
used to worry
what?
about it. Just like, okay, what I used to do when I was a
How
poker
much money
dealer.
does it need? How much money do you need to be in your bank account for you not to be worried?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably.
Like
Probably.
what? 50 G's?
Uh, probably 20.
20. That's easy, bro.
I know. I need to get it. I'm gonna get it.
That's
But so
easy.
then
You could do it.
I could go do I could go. That you were talking. I would love to go to Nashville. Nashville's like one of the only places I would like. I've never. I've driven through. I've stopped at the where the Titans play on my way to Florida years ago.
Uh-huh.
I would love to because I'm a huge. When I became a country music fan by driving to Florida with my friends. We would go to spring
Oh,
break.
is that where you like slept on the bench that one time? And
Yeah,
they
I
took your
slept on the bench
shoes?
in Georgia.
Yeah.
But when we're driving down there, this is early 2000s, 2003, probably. And before, we didn't have. I'm sure satellite radio existed, but we didn't have satellite radio. And we were listening to the radio, and we were in the Bear. It's in some place in Tennessee, some radio station called the Bear. It was the only radio station that would come. That was the best part about when you're young and you're on a road trip. You get to listen to like what kind of music's in this part of where you're at, because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
lose your music, right? Like
Where in Florida did you guys go?
like right outside Daytona Beach in Ormond. It was Ormond Beach, which was like
Okay.
right next to it. We
Is
were
that on the Panhandle or actually like in Florida?
it's on the East Coast, I believe.
Okay. Dang, you went
Um,
down there.
yeah, we did it like 3 years in a row. Um, it was fun.
Are these you're still gambling degenerate
Oh no,
friends?
these are my friends from school. School. My best friend growing up.
What is it, Paul Rickenbacker or whatever
Oh
his
no,
name was?
Pete. Man, you remember it almost. Peter Rickenbach was my elementary best friend, and that's when I
Yeah.
lived in South Carolina. We moved
The one that you
away.
used to curse at and
Yeah, we
like
used
in
to
the
go out in the
woods.
woods and curse. Yeah, you remember that? We used to go out in the.
Yeah.
I used to dig a hole and I would curse. And when I moved away, and then when I moved here, I lived in South Carolina, and then we came back here in Indiana. And I was when I went to school. What do you play? I played soccer. And have you met Jake? Have you met Jacob? Jacob. I'm like, oh, he's the best soccer player. I'm like, really? I'm like, I'm gonna school this guy. So anyway, we go. I meet this guy, Jacob, and we became friends.
Was he better than you?
At that time, yeah. And then he became when we got to high school. We yeah, he was better than me. We both played the same position. He beat me out freshman year and got my position, and then sophomore year, he got I started and he didn't
Ooh.
on the varsity team. So I started varsity before him. He got called up to varsity before me, but
You started before. Gotcha.
But then when I made it to varsity, I was starting before he started. And then but we're friends we've been friends forever. But but we were
Shout
school
out to
for
Jacob.
yeah. And then he married my when we lived here originally, when I'm from here, my next door neighbor, his
Oh,
the girl that lived there, and
yeah.
I had known her since I've been her mom babysat me, so and when we come visit and stuff, like we've known them forever. So they married, so they were dating.
What's her name?
Her name's Jen.
Jen?
Yeah, Jen.
Shout out to Jen.
And then her friend, it was her. Well, so we all went to school. We went to high school together, and we got out. They didn't date in high school. They dated after high school. And her friend Stephanie, she like the four of us became good friends. So we would just like hang out all the time. Like all in your 20s, we hung out, and Jake and Jen got married, and like kind of they're married now. So they were doing like married stuff. So. And then I started working at the casino, so we hang out once in a while now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they have 2 kids. Stephanie she lives in the city, Chicago. So
who's
like,
Stephanie?
That's Jen's friend. So the four of us were like,
is she still single?
I think so. I don't know.
You need to call her up, man.
You sound like Jake and Jen. Like, I think it's originally how we became friends. Is that they
maybe she's waiting on you, dude.
No, we've been friends for like 20 some years.
She probably she probably sent you a DM.
Don't make this weird, right?
On Instagram.
No,
and you know how like if you're not friends with that person, it goes into like a weird box. It's probably been sitting there for years.
I don't think she follows me. Jake and Jen follow me on Instagram. But what's
Stephanie's last name?
I'm not giving out people's last names.
What's her middle name?
I don't know her middle name.
Is she blonde, brunette, redhead?
We're not talking about that because
does she know that you wear sleep glasses?
No, because I probably wore contacts. Because I used to wear contacts for a long time. I wear glasses because when I was a poker dealer, the air at the casino like dried out my contacts and it would constantly fall out. So I just switched the glasses so it would be easier for me. So anyway, that has nothing to do with it. What the heck was
Stephanie,
that?
come give my man a call.
No, come on! Don't make the podcast weird. I can't edit any of this out either. All right, it's all got to be in there. But whatever. I forget.
What were we talking about?
I was telling something important.
Nashville.
Yeah, that's already over with now. We can't talk about that anymore. Did we finish the? Yeah, I was gonna tell you how I was giving this long speech of how I got into country music, and then when you went on this spiel, trying to set me up with Stephanie. Stephanie.
No, we were talking about your friends going down to Florida.
Yeah, that's how
going through Nashville. That's one of the places.
And we were listening to the Bear.
So here's the goal. We get our new stadium in 2.5 years, Dan.
Yeah.
By that time, I want Dan and Demand's empire. I want you to have employees. I want you to be able to fly down here.
I guess I kind of do have an employee. My mom, she babysits my dog. Does that count as an employee? And she'll tell me she needs a day off.
I don't understand why your dog. Why can't the dog like be with you?
Yeah, you would, because he. Okay, I know it sounds crazy.
Yes.
This Dodger,
the one that sleeps literally next to you all the time.
Because he's look at him right now. You can't see this if you're listening to audio.
Yeah. How is this dog an issue?
Because he's sleeping right now. Because he spent. I hang out with him. On Sunday is Daddy Doggy Day on Sunday. It's a day for me and him to hang out. We bond.
Go get ice cream.
Yeah.
Go to the park. See a movie.
The second I get up, are we going for a walk? Let's go for a walk.
That's time for a walk. Dogs do. But he's got to pee.
Yeah. You know what? Daddy's got to work. Daddy's got to make some money. Daddy's got a list. You cannot do anything. I cannot do any work. I need to have my mom as a guest on the podcast so she can kind of explain this. My mom, because my stepdad will be like, "You need to watch your dog." And then,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He likes him anyway. Either.
Do you take him on a walk?
Yeah, we walk Sundays.
Why don't you walk him every day?
Because he goes to my mom's house and she walks him.
But if you were to do what everyone else does when they have a dog,
but I'm working.
We're all working too, Dan.
You have taking your dog for a walk all day?
Yes. I take him on a walk twice a day.
For how long?
30 minutes.
An hour? She walks for an hour a day?
Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do.
You walk your dog for an hour?
Not 30 minutes,
Every day.
twice a day. Yes.
I don't know.
Or I'll take him to the dog park. I'll socialize him with other dogs. This is my routine. Okay, Dan, this is what I do. And I go to work. Okay. Like I have to. Well, yeah, but I'm saying like I have to go.
Over.
But like I wake up.
Uh-huh.
I wake up. The first thing I do is I go to the bathroom or whatever, and then I'll sit in my little chair and I have some quiet time for myself, and then from there, me and the dog will go for a walk. He poops, he pees. We'll come inside. I feed him. I jump in the shower. I get dressed, and then I head to work. When I come home, first thing I do is I take him on a walk because I know at night if he doesn't go on a walk, he goes crazy. Right. While I'm working, he's just sleeping.
But if you're at home trying to work, Dodger's gonna want you to take him for a walk.
Well, when I'm at home and I'm like last Friday, I had to stay here and work from home because the pest guy was coming to spray. Mm-hmm. He would be chill. He was chill.
Dodger won't be. He's chill right now. He's chill right now.
It's because you don't take him on a walk, Dan. He needs to exercise. He's
walked for 3 miles today.
Because your mom did it.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to do. And
I was working.
Well, you need to take an hour and take your dog on a walk. Now I'm scolding you. I'm sorry. I don't mean
okay. So I'll tell you what I did today. I got up. I was watching Survivor. I listed 5 cards.
You were watching Survivor while you were listening, or did you just
watch
Survivor?
While I was listening, I was watching Survivor.
What time did you get up?
4:30 today.
Why are you getting up so early?
Because I started getting working. I know
you have more time. You have more time in the day than me.
Yeah.
You can find time to take your dog out on a walk. Damn.
But okay, so then I was blah blah blah. I did my shipping. I had live shows. I did 2. I shipped. I did on District. Did the cards you can do, like I did a show Monday and I did a show you offer progressive shipping, and then I did a show Wednesday that if you bought on Monday, you can still on Wednesday you can still add the shipping to that, so you can just people don't get killed.
That's awesome.
With shipping. That's another huge advantage. Like
that's pretty cool.
So I had 2 shows of that, like to do shipping. I had my eBay. I sold 1 card yesterday, and I had 2 eBay sales. So not much. I did that. I had to what else did I do? Oh, I cut my hair. I took a shower, and then I had to make
a shower. Like that's like
oh no,
like that's an ordeal.
I think Sunday was like the first time since gosh, I don't remember. I didn't take a shower. I didn't take a shower at all on Sunday. It felt weird.
Yeah,
I know, right?
I would think so. Weird.
I'm
just curious, Dan. You need to write down like
what I do all day,
and just see like where you can.
Video. I'll tell you a video,
and then like see where you can cut out the fat. You know, be like, okay, I need to do better here. I need to do better here.
But I had to make lunch today. I made lunch because we're doing this podcast tonight. So I made a supper dinner for lunch. That was almost an hour of cooking. I was cooking.
Dude, this is what people do like every day though. You know
yeah,
what
I do it every day. I cook every meal, 3 meals a day. Yeah, but
people do that all the time also.
Yeah, so do I.
But I'm just saying, like, you don't have. Like, what did you cook for breakfast?
I didn't.
Are you making like these elaborate meals, like these 5-course meals?
No, I didn't.
Like, for breakfast, like a normal person would have like eggs and toast, or like a yogurt, or.
Usually eggs. I didn't have breakfast today because I was making an early lunch.
So what time did you make lunch?
I started at 11.
11. Okay, that's what time I eat lunch usually. What did you make for lunch? Did you like?
Well, this is okay. So on Saturday last week or Sunday it was or Monday was St. Patrick's Day. So on Sunday I did corned beef and cabbage.
Okay.
And so I had cabbage left over.
Okay.
And I had potatoes and carrots.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, I need something for dinner today. So I I got chicken thighs, so I had to trim all the.
Sounds great.
I had
Yeah.
to trim all the fat off the. Not fat. I
Okay.
had to trim off the extra skin off the. I made chicken thighs, and I roasted potatoes and carrots and had cabbage, fried cabbage
Yeah.
with it.
For
But
lunch?
yeah, for lunch because I didn't eat because we started recording at 5:30. I eat dinner at 5:30. So I
Why do
was
you eat dinner at 5:30?
because that's what time I eat dinner. Since I've been a little boy, I eat dinner around
Why?
five
It's
between
so
5:30
early. What are you like 80?
between 5:30 and
What
6. I
time
have
do you go
dinner.
to bed?
If I'm not like I'll go lay in my bed around 9. Well, I lay in bed all day while I'm listing and stuff. That's right. That's right.
That is why you're losing time. You're not taking your
I
listing
don't lose
seriously.
time. I'm just saying I had.
You're sitting there like dwiddling your thumbs. You
I
could be listening while you take your dog on a walk, taking him to the park.
No, I'm not listening when I'm taking my dog for a walk. I'm focused. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm focused on my dog. We're spending time together. But throughout the day on Sunday when I'm hanging out, I have my stuff. Whatever I pictured on Saturday is what I can list on Sunday. And so throughout the day, I'll list.
We need to do a Dan in demand time audit.
I feel like, yeah, maybe it should be my next video. Like, I'm not saying they're okay. I know I can.
How
do
many
more.
things? How many items do you list a day?
Well, yesterday, this week, so I've been lax since the beginning of.
What about today? Are you too busy making chicken thighs?
No. Today I listed 7 on my clothing store.
Okay.
And
Total.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We're recording this on Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I did 10, and then I've done 20,
10
30.
items.
Yeah,
of
20,
clothing?
30. Clothing. Yeah, I think it's all been clothing. This week. Maybe a couple pairs of shoes, some shoes.
Okay.
And then I do my cards. Cards are kind of. I think I'm doing. I did 5 this morning, 5 or 6, and then tonight I'm going to do I think 16 or 19. I can't remember. One of those two.
Like 16 or 19 total for today?
For cards, yeah, for today.
Okay.
Like,
okay. And then your other stuff.
I did 7 today.
7?
Mm-hmm.
16 or not. So those 16 or 19.
Oh, I made spaghetti. I made spaghetti this morning too.
For dinner?
I had noodles. I made spaghetti the other day, and then we had more sauce. My ground beef was like 2 pounds, so I made noodles, and then we ran out of noodles. Still had sauce, so I made more noodles, and then I ran out of sauce that had more noodles, so then I made more spaghetti sauce this morning. That's what I was doing. I was like, I know I did something.
So how many items did you list today?
Today? Well, so far I've done 12, but then I'm gonna do the bulk lister, but I gotta comp this stuff. So I mean, I could knock that out pretty fast.
Do you do like amount of listed, or you do amount listed?
I did. Okay, so when I first,
but I'm just saying, like, you need to just like block out a time to where you don't do anything but list, because I feel like 12 items, you could probably knock that out in an hour.
But I mean, I take the pictures and stuff.
Yeah, in an hour. Like, if you really treated it like a job, because it is your job.
What do you call it I was curating shows. I was doing shows this week. I've done shows. I did 2 shows on Dibbed It, and then I did a show on Whatnot, which was, I mean,
Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know if you count that as a show. I did 2 giveaways and didn't sell anything. Sold nothing.
I'm just curious what you do all day.
And then maybe that'll be my next video. I don't know what day I'll get it out. I'll do that. I'll show you guys.
Just write it down. Like tomorrow morning, you'd be like, okay, I woke up at this. I took this much to make food. Making spaghetti in the morning.
Made spaghetti sauce, and then I made chicken thighs. I had to peel. I had to peel the carrots. Had to chop them all up, season them.
But you like that? That's enjoyable to you, right?
I love cooking. Yeah, I like doing the cooking. And it was what did I make? Oh, the other day I made a pizza. I had a salad. I had a salad kit that was gonna go bad. So I was like, oh, what do I have to make for lunch? So I made pizza. Like it's pre-made dough and pre-made sauce. I don't
Yeah,
make
but you
all that.
still make the
I shredded the cheese myself.
Ooh. You
Um,
probably save some time by not buying shredded cheese. Probably would help.
I'll tell you why I don't. I was just telling my mom about. I'm like, I love
Okay.
shredding my own cheese. It's because if I have my own block of cheese, I'm gonna put this block of cheese on this pizza. If I have a bag of shredded cheese, I'm gonna put more than this block of cheese on this because it's never. Whenever I put it on there, I'm like, oh, that doesn't look like enough cheese, and I would just keep putting cheese on. So I save myself money.
Just don't put as much cheese on it.
But it's gonna need it. But if I know I put a block on, I put a block on.
Is the block cheaper than the shredded cheese?
It doesn't have the wax on it. The shredded cheese has wax on it, so they don't clump together. Don't you watch TikTok foods?
What are you talking about? The shredded
Like
cheese has wax on it?
There's something on there. See, have you ever shredded cheese with the shredder? And it kind of like all stuck together?
Yeah.
They put something on shredded cheese so it doesn't all stick together.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
And then it melts.
So you're
nicer.
afraid of that? You're afraid of whatever's on the shredded cheese?
I'm telling you, I'm budget friendly. That cost effectively, shredding a block of cheese is cheaper because I won't use as much cheese in the long run than a bag of shredded cheese. I'll use more cheese.
But think about this. Think about this. The time you spend shredding that cheese, could you be listing more items to make you more money?
Well, the easy way to make more money would just to be focused on eBay. And just do eBay. And just list.
Okay.
When I was doing the Leftovers podcast, and I quit the Leftovers podcast.
You quit?
I did. Huh?
You quit?
I quit. When I quit,
you were like, F y'all, I'm out of here.
I didn't say it like that. I just said I was done.
You're done. I'm done.
I was done.
Because you're upset.
No, I wasn't upset. I just was done. Like, stressing. I was having like, I had like a mental, like not like a.
I gotcha.
Like it was just. It's
sorry, I'm getting off.
No, because it's the same. Because so I was at this point. I think when I quit there, I don't remember if I think I had just kind of stopped doing Whatnot at the same time. All at the same time, kind of.
You just need to take a break.
I was kind of done, but so I quit. I quit doing Whatnot shows. I left the podcast. Was done with that. I focused on my work, like doing my work, and it kind of just like I know I'm not getting up every day just to like have this empire either. Like I want to enjoy what
That's
I'm
what
doing.
I'm saying, man. Like once you get to a point to where you have like employees
I gotta
and stuff,
get there
you don't have to do any of the work.
But like right now, I'm like, okay, I can make sacrifices so I can get at my space. Like, I'm not buying. This is just to. I can't just go like on a whim buy like a bale of t-shirts and just try it and do.
Oh no, for sure, I get that.
I'll just have it sitting here. I'm just gonna kind of okay. This is what I know. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna plug away, and I'm gonna constantly probably bicker and fight trying to change. I don't like change either. So trying to do all this stuff, I'm like constantly like I hate change too. So like it takes a lot for me to do these things. So I'm trying to do it. But I was just saying, if I just focused on that, I would probably be 10 times better. But
why don't you just do that?
Because I think there's something to the other stuff. I mean, it's fun. Like I left. So I started doing this podcast again because I did miss doing the podcast. But at the time, it's like I can't really afford to do it. I love making videos, but I just can't. I used to do a video every 3 days. Every 3 days, I would spend an entire day making my video. Oh God, I gotta do my video. That's too long.
Yeah, no.
I have to do my video. What am I gonna make a video on? Oh, and then if I don't have anything to make a video on, I'm like, oh, let me go buy stuff. Then I go out and buy stuff. No. Like right now,
that's what you just need to record yourself doing what you normally do in a day, like making spaghetti, doing the thighs. You know, telling people what you're listing.
Chicken thighs.
Yeah, like
I don't want people to misconstrue when you said doing the thighs.
The thighs.
Yeah,
making the chicken thighs. You know, just document and don't necessarily like make it a thing. Like sit down and be like, oh, I got to make a video because that's stressful, bro.
you're telling me, man, I stress about everything. I have to worry about being murdered every day. I have to be worried about like
Who's gonna murder Dan?
it could be some random. It's probably be a random.
You're
person.
watching too much of Entertainment
Yeah.
Weekly or
Oh
whatever
no,
it is.
Inside Edition every day.
Yeah,
But
dude, you need to not watch the news.
that's whatever.
You need to get off TikTok. You need to, dude. I deleted TikTok off of my phone.
Oh, I was thinking about starting TikToks.
No,
So I was thinking about TikToks because I constantly I don't know
food TikToks.
No, I don't. I'll talk about that.
This is like the longest pod. How long are your podcasts?
Well, did you read my message?
No,
I want to make sure we get a time. Like, do you have? We'll go a couple more minutes because because I was.
This is all good conversation. I'm cool with whatever, but I'm.
No. I was gonna wrap it up pretty soon, but I wanted to give you I wanted you to plug your meetup. That was one of the reasons I wanted you to come on specifically now. It's like a month away, right? Your meetup's like a month away.
25th.
So it's like a month. So because your meetup's free, it's the Nashville.
It's free as of right now. But dude, we probably have over 200 people coming, so I'm a little stressed out about that.
I thought it was a perfect time. I don't remember if it was in the podcast that I had with Kristen or if it was because I was saying I wanted to get everyone from your guys' podcast on my podcast, and I was joking that I was going to ask you last because I wanted to have all them come on first. But then I was like,
I mean, it's not like we haven't talked or been on your other podcast.
Most of the time when I go on talking with you, it's been, we're doing something, so it's just like, we're going live and we're doing this, and it's like a show.
Yeah.
I've never sat and actually talked to you. Honestly, I don't think, right? I've never we've messaged back and forth a few times.
We talked on our podcast.
But
talked about
there's
tiptoes.
4 other people there too. Like, I mean, we've never talked.
I get you.
When we get on, it's like we're gonna start, and then when we get off, you're like, guys, I gotta go eat and watch wrestling. Like,
it's true.
But so I thought this was like a perfect time because it's like a month away. So if someone was like, "Do you want to do me?" Because it's not like you have to. You don't need it. Do you need a ticket or anything for this?
You don't need a ticket. You just come.
You show up in Nashville, have a party, and it's all on your Facebook. You tell people. But I thought it was a perfect time because it gives people time to meet up. Like,
yeah,
but they probably know who you are if they're following me too. So anyway, but just in case,
you never know. You never know. You never know. So I do want to give a shout out. Can I share my screen, Dan?
How do I do that? Is it like this?
Yeah. Well, I'll say allow.
Oh. Wait. Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
So here is the Facebook group. Nashville Reseller Meetup 2025. We got some great stuff, Dan. Again, like Dan was saying, this event is absolutely 100% free thanks to all of our sponsors. Our title sponsor, American Bubble Boy, My Reseller Genie, Vendu. I got to pull it up so I don't forget anybody, Dan.
Uh-oh.
All sponsors that have financially contributed to the meetup, so it's absolutely 100% free. The title sponsor, American Bubble Boy, My Reseller Genie, Vendu, Mike Metco Meetups, the boys over at the Locker Room Podcast. I'd flip that. Shopcommons.net, Dibdit.net.
There you go.
A Rural Squirrel, ABC Matt, Frinsley's Finds, and then our boy Ken SSK Promo. So they have all contributed, and we got some great stuff, Dan. It's going to be 100% free. Look, I even had custom pins made, Dan.
Oh,
so everyone will be
Is that an
receiving
onion?
It's a iris, which is the iris is the Tennessee state flower.
Oh,
yeah. So
did you have to look that up? I don't know what the Indiana state flower is.
No, the Tennessee state flower is an iris. Tennessee state animal is a raccoon. Tennessee state bird is the mockingbird. Tennessee state bear is the black bear.
Which bear is best?
I don't.
I don't know. I'm joking. I'm sorry.
Paul Bear.
I'm sorry.
That bear. But yeah, come check out the meetup. It's popping over here on the Facebook group. Oh, check this out. We just got last week. I got a big package in the mail, and the people over at eBay sent us some tote bags to give away to put in the swag bags.
See, we should have got to this a lot sooner because I mean, That's the one thing I want. Well, okay. Are you still showing me stuff on here?
No, you can do
I
it.
can take you
You
down.
can stop. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you can do it. Yeah. So the one thing on this podcast though, it's if people are interested in stuff, we can have you come back. So I'm not saying like, but
I
I
would love
had a
to
good
come
time
back. I
talking.
would love
Huh?
to hang out with my boy Dan and criticize him about how
It's not
his
criticizing. I
his
understand. Like,
reselling is going.
because I always feel like I'm fighting with people, and I understand. But one of my problems is seriously that like I hate change and stuff. So like I'm trying, but at the same time, like I mean, I gotta do what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna figure it out. Like it was a big change to like when I first started reselling. I was doing what everyone told me to do all the time, and then at one point I was like, I have to make money. So I niche, I guess niche. I still buy everything
To
if I
clothing.
see it, but I did clothing, and I like the whole time I was doing things. I was watching, listening to people who are like, clothing's the worst. Clothing's been the greatest thing for me. Like I love it. It's the best. And
That's
then
why, dude. I think you would really like get a lot of value out of Tech and Sports' thing, man.
maybe I'll look into it.
Because he's got a whole system and everything, man. I really do think that like that would really benefit you.
All right, well maybe I'll check it out, and then I'll
Check it out.
I'm gonna do a video, and I'm gonna do everything I did, and then maybe after your meetup, because you got a month to your meetup, maybe a little bit after that, you come back and tell me how the meetup went. I actually would like talking more about the meetup. I wish we had more talk about how you got started in doing the meetup. We do that again though,
We can talk about it now.
but we've already done like an hour and a half. You want to keep going?
That's true. That's right.
Like it's yeah, but I mean, we should have talked about that more, but we talked a lot of time on me, so it benefited me.
I just want to help. I just want to make sure my boy Dan is taken care of.
I appreciate it.
I want to see you succeed.
And I'm
curious to. I know that you had Chris flip the world, which we had him last week on our podcast.
He was on last.
And he's killing it.
It's not out yet, though, right?
Correct. It's not out.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But I'm just curious to see what he thought of your, because he's the the live reselling dude. He's
thought about me doing reselling,
dude. Here's the thing I love about Chris. You might think that he's like this tattooed moron.
No,
the dude has got it together.
That's
yes.
Yes.
And I want you to be like that, Dan. I want you to be like Chris.
Judge a book by its cover. Like if you do that, then you don't like Chris. Like if you sit down and actually talk to him and listen to him,
Chris he's got it. Like he's like, he's very analytical and he's like a big picture guy. Like he's like, okay, this is what we want to do this year. How do we get to that point? Break it down. This is what we need to do, dude. Like you and Chris need to like really like.
Oh, we had a good talk. If you haven't listened to that, you should go back and listen. It was good. We talked. It was a lot about whatnot, and he said the same thing. Like I hear that constantly. Like, oh, you'll be so good. I watch people. Like I watch shows, and I've always people watch, and I just see how people do things, and then I like kind of just I don't know what I don't want to be like them, but I just see what they do, what I like. Oh, why did I like when they did this? And I'll take that, and then so I kind of do that. So I try. I guess I try. I don't know what I'm saying, but that doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
I know exactly what you're saying. You're taking what works for other people and applying them to you to see if it works for you. Like what you like about what they're doing, applying it to yourself to see if it works for you. I know exactly what you're saying.
Or what I
you
don't
need to quit
like
second guessing yourself because you're smarter than you think, Dan.
Oh,
that's why we're all here. We're all here to support you. We know we see the potential in you. Listen, you're that second round draft pick that has so much potential, and he's on a contract year right now, and we're like, come on, man. This is what we need you to get up there, or else we're gonna have to cut you.
Oh gosh, don't do that. Oh, don't cut me, please. Don't cut me.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have to guarantee it on video right now. After your meetup, you'll come back and talk to me.
I would love to. All right,
we're
gonna have a videographer there. We're gonna have a photo booth there. We're gonna have a picture taker there. The party's gonna be awesome, Dan.
That sounds fun. I can't wait to watch the stuff. I'm gonna come sometime.